Gene Deutsch. I worked, my last real job in the IT industry was with Cisco. I started their training department for all of Asia. They used to just fly people over and get a room, and it got too big. We hired 1,200 technicians in a very, very short period of time, a few months. So I started their training department for them. Before that, I worked for Cabletron. Been in the IT industry more than 30 years, coming up, I believe, on 35 or so. So I taught bridging, routing, switching, ATM, and I never really wrote labs and did them myself. So I never had the hands-on. I would steal them off the server and then hand them out, and then when they finished them, we were good. But I taught theory. And so now it's time to go back to work, and I'm excited. I'm ready. Where are you going to get that, in that short a period of time, that much hands-on training? Because it's almost 100%. It's very, very close. There's very little theory other than when you go over your test. There's a little, oh, here's why we do this, But it steps you. That's the thing. They don't dump a book and go, here, configure some routers. They go, enable it. This, step, 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 step. And then I would hit something a little tougher and I wouldn't ask a question. And the instructors, they're unbelievable. I mean, they're just unbelievable. Everybody that talked to us is unbelievable. I would recommend everybody who I've been associated with, and I will. In fact, I've already talked to 2. So if they could get in, at least submit it and get back in the industry, because a lot of them are out of the industry. A lot of people I call, they're looking for a job too. I'd highly recommend it. It's a great starting point, if nothing else. If you have some experience, you'll come here and you'll fly through it. And the deal is awesome. The whole deal is awesome. And that's why my wife let me do it. If I said, hey, I need $5,000 to buy some Cisco routers and $5,000 more to take a class in downtown Orlando, and I might have my CCNA by sometime next year, she had told me, go work at the ice cream shop until you have enough money. That's what it would have been. But when I told her how I can get into this at a reasonable cost and plane flight and some, a couple dollars up in front, I'm talking about a very small amount, it was easy. And I would highly recommend to go that route if you're unemployed, especially if you're unemployed. But if you're in the industry and you're not making the money you should be making, you've got to do something too.